Thank you so much for being with us today, Halona. You know, here we are in the Chinese garden with the fountain behind us and the birds singing. As executive director, it must be a really wonderful place to work.
It's a wonderful place to work. I mean, it is an amazing surrounding environment, and it's a wonderful team that I work with, and it's a beautiful community that we live in. So all those things together make it very, very special.
Well, you have a lot of responsibilities, but also a lot of joys and opportunities. Please share a little bit more about what your role is.
Yeah, well, as the executive director, I, work with the team and with the board to set the vision of the museum and take it forward and realize that in ways big and small. And for me, a constant joy is just the presence of art in our work here at the museum. And that takes so many different forms. We have this incredible global collection that spans across history and time. And we're always looking for ways to tell new and interesting stories with what we have. We have had for a long time and continue to have a really dynamic educational program and offering of studio classes. And so there's so many different facets and ways that the art infuses our lives here, both for the team at HoMA and also in connecting with the community that we serve.
You know, growing up in Honolulu, we pass this building and this place every day. It's a very revered place, and at the same time, you're so open.
It's an oasis, it's once you walk through these doors, you're embraced by the beauty of these courtyards, the natural setting, the intentionality of the architecture, the collection. And I think for us, it's always, trying to strike the balance between recognizing this is a place that has been revered and can seem somewhat inaccessible at times, or like maybe that's for somebody else, but it really was created with the intention of being for this entire community. And that's what's inspiring to myself and the team as we look to take the museum forward.
What I know to be true about this place is it's also open to visitors and welcoming for people from all over the world.
That's exactly right. We always seek to strike that balance, right? Between this is very much a local institution for the local community, but of course, by the very nature of the collection that we have, which is global and spans, time and history, it also necessarily has a deep connection and a deep draw for people from all over the world, right? Really an international outlook and focus. So it's a dynamic and wonderful place, partly because it plays both of those roles.
How do you decide what is special to be exhibited in a certain time?
So we determine what we show in the collection and in our exhibitions through a very thoughtful and considered process, right? Where we seek input and we seek dialogue with experts and with community. But, there's a long art history, right? That informs all of the things that are collected and presented in this museum. And so we try and actively engage with that art history, both with scholars and with the community and with the experts that we have on staff. So it's a process.
What are some of the challenges that you face, especially as a nonprofit organization?
We want to be here for the community and we want to exist in perpetuity. And so those are lofty, lofty goals. And so we need the support of the community to survive and thrive. And we have a great community that embraces us. But for us as a nonprofit with a mission that is meant to last for all time, right? We're always tending to not just this particular moment that we live in, but really trying to create the best situation for the museum in perpetuity. So for decades and generations to come.
Many of us grew up believing that we didn't have any talent. But in this place, we can see that art comes in many forms.
Absolutely. Art comes in many forms. And this museum was really founded on the celebration of that, on the celebration of human creativity, right? So whether that's the form of ancient ceramics or contemporary sculpture, it's really a devotion in this museum to all the different forms and mediums in this amazing setting with the courtyards and really an oasis in the center of Honolulu.
So if you had a parting message to the audience, what might that be?
I just, want people to know that this is a museum that is for everyone. It's a museum with an incredibly rich history, an amazing collection that really is celebrated internationally, globally. Our greatest blessing is to be able to share that with people, both visitors and locals. And so I can't wait to see everyone here at the museum.
Well, and what I appreciate is it's not only a peaceful place to come, but I'm always learning something new.
Yeah, I think creativity and education and learning those are all the things that make life fun and enjoyable and enrich our blessings. So that's very much part of what we want to do.
And especially now as society is unfolding, right, and opening up again, what an opportunity we have to come here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We're so honored to have you here.
You've just had the opportunity to meet Halona Norton-Westbrook, Director and CEO of the Honolulu Museum of Art.